Hello there everyone, my name is Crazy Caleb, and today we are taking a look at a very nice module I personally like, Pixel Cipher. So what this module does is it will give you a series of 10 numbers that you'll be working with here, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to find a whole bunch of these numbers on the grid, and I'll explain it. So the first thing that we need to do before we grab any information on the module is figure out what field we're going to be using for our numbers. Firstly, we're going to look at the number of batteries we have on the bottom. We have 4 in this case. So in this case, we go to 4 plus, and the last digit of the serial number is indeed a 4. So we're going to use 409, and this is the grid that we're going to be using right there, this bottom right corner. So, giving us the numbers, we have 8, 14, 13, 20, 3, 21, 24, that is a 7, so mind you, and then we have 12, and then we have another 12. So, interesting thing to note, always make sure that you pay attention for the 7 or the 1. You'll generally know when you made a mistake somewhere, because there's a set of words that you'll be able to get. You'll know. But in this case, when you have 2-digit numbers, it will not be a 7, because that's not possible. So now what we're going to do is we're going to essentially take a look at this little grid that we have here, and find the numbers corresponding to each of these positions in reading order. So in this case, starting from 1, 4 is 1 in this case, 4 is the first position, we're going to find what each of these numbers actually mean. So from the 8th position, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that 8 is going to be a 1. And the 14 we have next up, we can start counting by 5s. So 5, 10, 14, that's going to be a 3. 13 is going to be a 2. 20, 5, 10, 15, 20 is a 1. 3, in this case, is a 4. 21, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21 is a 5. 24 is a 0. And 7 is indeed, 5, 6, 7 is a 9. And then 12, 2 12s, is 5, 10, and that's 2 5s. Okay, so these are the digits that we've decrypted. For step 2, we are going to split the encrypted digits on the display into 5-digit pairs. So let's do that. Just like that, we have our 5-digit pairs. Convert each digit using the field to determine step 1. Using the field determined in step 1. That's how we got those digits. Each pair will make a 2-digit number, and modulo that number by 26 and convert it into the alphabet. Whereas 1 equals alpha, and 0 equals 26, which equals Zulu. So that's mind you that case. So 13 is modulo 26 is a mic. 21 modulo 26 is going to be a uniform. 45, let's pop out our handy dandy calculator. 45 modulo 26, which we're going to just essentially subtract 26 until it is lower than 26, is 19, which is a Sierra. 9 is an India. And 55 minus 26 is a 3, which is a Charlie in the alphanumeric position. And so we did indeed get a word called decrypted as music. And now what we're going to do is we're going to find this word down here in the inputting sequence. So we're going to find music. Is it? Music. And we're going to input these black tiles that we have here. It's finding the pixel art on the table below using the keyword. So what exactly does this all mean? Well, going back up to the top here, we're going to essentially input a series of numbers that are corresponding to each of the black squares, and going to do it in reading order. So now what we're going to do is essentially go back up to the original field that we had and highlight each of the digits that we need to input to make it look the exact same on the module. Just make sure. Yes, it is indeed. Yeah. So now what we're going to do is go in reading order and input each of these digits. And essentially, we're recreating the pixel art using the series of numbers from the field that we worked with. So what we're going to do is we're going to input 9462, 9462. And also, if you wanted to determine the 1 and the 7, you can obviously see that on the keypad below. 9458, 9458, 8901, 8901, and 5103. And 3 should solve the module. Indeed it does. Let's do this all again. And this is actually a rather quite easy module, so don't be intimidated by these grids. This is a very, very easy module, and once you know you have the answer, you know you have the answer. So that's the nice thing about it. And you can get lucky with, like, piano, for example. You only have to input where you only have to input 6 digits, or you can get unlucky where you have to input like 20 digits on donut, for example. But notice that all of these are indeed creating pixel arts in some way. So, example, panda. We have panda here. Music was the music note, obviously, and then pixel is just all over the place. All right. So let's figure out what our last digit of the serial number is. It's a 0. And we have obviously more than 4 batteries on this bomb, so we're going to be using this grid down here. So let's find each of these respective digits. We have 5, 22, 9, 8, 6, 2, 14, 6, 18, and 6. So 5 is a 1, 22, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22 is a 6, 9 is an 8, and 8 is a 3. 6 is a 0, 2 is a 1, 5, 10, 15, 14. 14 is a 7, 6 is a 0, 18 is 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 is a 9, and 6, as we said, is a 0. Let's split these up into pairs, and let's decrypt them to their alphanumeric positions. So 16 is a papa in the alphanumeric position. 83, let's modulo that by 26, is a 5 echo. 0, 1 is an alpha. 70 mod minus 26 is an 18. That's a Romeo. And generally by the first couple words, you can already determine what the word will possibly be. And as we can see, we're already looking at Pearl. But just to make sure, 90 mod 26 is 12, which is indeed a Lima. So we're looking at Pearl. And what we're going to do is we're going to highlight each of these black squares on this upper part here. Leave this as it. Let's just make sure. Yes, indeed. Yep. Alrighty then. And then we're going to input these in reading order. So we have 1, 2, 5, 0, 8, 2, 9, 0, 7, 3. And I'm not sure if you input a wrong digit somewhere. Let me just try this. Let me just say I input 2.
Not it, I'm afraid.
It will let you know immediately if you have a strike. And it actually resets the module. So now we have to find a new sequence. So that's very important to not strike on it. So just be careful with how you type in your numbers. And let's do this all over again. 8, 22, 10, 9, and 14. I am going a little bit faster just because this module takes a while to actually do with all the counting positions. So we have 8, we have 3, 3, we have 9, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 is a 9. Just highlight those again. I guess we're at 8 right now. 8 was a 3. 22, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22 is a 6. 10 is a 2. 9 is an 8. And 14 is a 7. Let's put these up. A lot of these are going to be modulo 26. Actually, all of them are going to be mod 26. Scratch that. So 83 minus 26 is a 5, so that's an echo. And 39 mod 26 is a 13, so that's a mic. 93 mod 26 plus 26 is a 15, so that's going to be an Oscar. And from what we've already seen, EMO is emoji. And there's no other ones with the first 3 letters. So actually, you can actually figure out, in most cases, just by the first 3 characters, what image you're going to be looking at. So we figured out that it is indeed emoji. So now what we're going to do is we're going to draw this out. This is a delta, basically. And it's very important to note that the eye is a little bit off here. Not sure why, but it might have just been a little bit of an error. So it's here and then here. And now what we're going to do is input this string of digits. So 9, 1, 0, 3, 2, 9, 0, 5, 9, 8, 6, and 4. Claps, you are great. If you don't know, that is a reference to English entries as well, I believe. Okay, let's do this again. Last time, 5, 22, 13, 5, 16, 5, 22, 18, 8, and 12. Okay, let's see what we have here. Our battery count in this case is 2 to 3, and our last digit is indeed a 9. So we're going to be looking at this little grid over here. So 5 is going to be a 1. You can see here, 22, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22 is a 6. 13, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13 is a 6. 5 is a 1, as we previously determined. 5, 10, 15, that's a 0. Another 5 is a 1. 22 is a 6, as we predetermined. 18 is is 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 is a 6. 8 is 5, 6, 7, 8 is a 9. And 12, 5, 10, 11, 12 is a 3. Splitting these up, we have a papa from that first case, 61 mod 26 is a 9, so that's in India. And then we have alpha, and then from what I'm already seeing, it looks like we have piano. So I'm just going to make sure, PIA, yep, that is piano indeed. So we can just input these nice 6 digits. So going to be these few digits. So we have, in this case, 5, 7, 8, 3, 3, 7. And that, my friends, is a solved module. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay crazy, stay cool, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.